Go closer, do like a lot of to the flipping in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no loner. California, ill as pneumonia when we confold you with that villain's aroma, pilling out, spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers, not pulling the out to show you, but the brains over the rover. They put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain, so you're hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for ya, because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor. Controller, the lever king, I told you, hop in and let the journey begin.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Tennessee Titans and these guys defending their home turf. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Columbus. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't touch the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Keep it that touch on my head. Devils can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18, Pioneer, go!
To throw here on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snaps and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home. That's that.
Come on. 7 Pirates, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you are going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Incomplete.
The Dragons getting their punter out there. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 70 Lions. Ready, ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Titans have it first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Panther 6, check, Panther.
Back-to-back carries here. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
18 on the play. And the Titans 1st down.
Viking 18. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Tennessee.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Ward off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Dragons are going to have it after the 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, Ollie, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Come on, set. Green jack. Flight blue. Red, yellow. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. And he gets to it in the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown. The Titans parlay the turnover into a lead. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Starting from the 5. He doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Finds a seam, left side, is off to the races. 30. Gets the 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Dragons make it a 1-point game. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Move it, 19. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
13 yards.
Come on.
First down, Titans.
70.
On first down, they'll run. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans have a first.
At the 47-yard line.
19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go street.
From the gun, it's Ward. Escapes the pocket. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
He finds Tigakoplo for the grab. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
70. 70.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He won't get back to the line, Bronk. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 8-7 the score. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. On a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. Little knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
The right side hauled in by Komet. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives him the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Drill green. Fight. Claws red.
From the pistol, it's Young. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. A give left side, Judkins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Young on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. 25 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. Pass brought in by Terrell McMillan. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Black, 95. 22 middle. Set.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Ready.
Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal.
52 blasted.
Run. It's Judkins. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now on the return, here's DK. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Blown back, gets the handoff. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. It's Nick Scorton there on the play. So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8. So we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Columbus coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hot 70.
Ward setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
First and 10 here. Ward. Short pass brought in. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the
Throwing from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Again, Ward going to the air. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Titans in the hurry-up trying to get this play off fast.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Ward. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they bring him down around the 34. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 34-yard
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Bronco lead.
Ward setting the pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Go street. Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Titans in the hurry-up trying to get this play off fast.
First and 10.
First down throw here for Ward. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal, Tennessee.
18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Hey, pass. Cup 19. Panther 11. 19 tight. Go.
From the red zone on first. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Start. 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler.
They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player. That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off the points, and remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Green Jack. Let's go. Hey, blue. 52, red, yellow.
One final shot before the half. Gets everything he has under this one. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing deep here for the end zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Now quick to McBride. He's down the sideline into the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Now third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Panther 11, Panther 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, right?
Ward's going to throw it. On him again, and he goes down again. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Petrie. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. Want to take it all in?
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kamari Lessiter with the pick. Will be just yards from a touchdown as they take over inside the 5.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans push the lead to 2 scores now. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he dives to end the return. Not sure I understand the thinking here. They're going to start very deep in their own half.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Running right side by McMillan. They don't get the stop until he reaches that 25-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
32.
Here's Young on first and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So that brings up second down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 2nd and 10, Young. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down.
43 ready.
It's a design run. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Ready.
Rush coming for Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Steel, black. Fury, yellow. Set, cut.
It's Young. The throw here on first. Sends this to the end zone. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons shrinking the lead some in the third. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Cougar 19. Hey, Chris.
Another carry for him. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more on main note.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 3. Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the gun, it's Ward. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Just got to love that angle. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield and just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Going to throw this one. Ward. Okonkwo brings it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Trying to find Shima DK. And it's going to be second down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
65, 70, 7.
And they just get the play off. And that is a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And just a yard here before this play goes out. It's 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seen him get beat there, forced to take it out of bounds near the line? Well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for Mason Taylor that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Need old blue. 60 red. Ready?
They'll air it out on 3rd. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 43, white, black ultra. Set.
Again, it's Young. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Well, obviously not the cleanest this game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one does not go far.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I got it. Street.
Defense showing blitz here. Ward. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans have a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again, it's Jones. Right back to Flowers they go. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So Jones and his offense ready to go for 2.
The Titans will line up for
keeping it on the ground. He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. It's going to be just inches shy in that 2-point conversion.
18.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. Whoa, and he gives himself up quickly to the surprise of, well, us and his entire team. Awful field position to start.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Red, 38. Hut.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. On 3rd down, it's Young. Judkins on the drop down. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Let's go now. 40.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. He's going to have them up to that 23. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Here's Judkins on 1st down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Running the draw here with Judkins. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready?
3rd down run from Judkins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for him this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week.